Don't forget to subscribe.
Welcome to the grid.
Now that you've seen Tron Legacy, you're probably curious about what happened in the time span between the two films. Oh wait, I just remembered. Nobody cares what happened between the movies. But that hasn't stopped the developers from creating a half-baked clunker of a game that answers a lot of questions that no human being has ever asked or wondered about.
I think you would have preferred death to this.
Oh man, death is sounding so good right now. Things start off with a brief explanation from Kevin Flynn, who was strangely performed by a different voice actor doing an impression of Jeff Bridges.
Free will, man. Try programming that.
That is a terrible dude impression.
I still can't get over it.
Anyway, things have gotten more complicated in the universe of Tron, and Flynn has created a security program to solve some unexplained anomalies.
And that's where my new system monitor security program comes in. I wrote it to get things under control.
More chore than game, Tron Evolution clumsily tries to incorporate Prince of Persia-style wall running. But the developers couldn't match the finesse of that series, and you'll fall over and over again. You see how not fun this jumping sequence looks? It's exactly that not fun to play. The camera is far too zoomed out, and sometimes it has no idea what you want to be looking at. It's like the whole thing is being filmed by a 12-year-old kid who stopped taking his Ritalin.
We have to get to the bottom of this.
We won't spoil any plot details, but we can promise that the talky storyline will put you to sleep faster than a handful of Ambien.
It seems this Abraxas virus was once an ISO.
Okay, I'm bored. You can ride light cycles, but you don't actually battle with them. They handle like Vespas, and the driving sequences in the game are just there to get you from point A to point B. Granted, the light tank is a fun diversion, and there is one other positive.
Time for a new course.
We love the way you can hop seamlessly from the single-player campaign to multiplayer matches at disc upgrade stations. The downside is that the multiplayer itself is a bit of a mess. Maps are frequently too big for the game types, and the matchmaking is worse than Charlie Sheen and any of his wives.
It's way past games now.
If only this were a way past game. Tron Evolution gets 2 awkward screens out of 5. If you're looking for something lighter in tone and just want to have some fun, Tron Evolution Battle Grids might be a better choice for you than the disappointment that was Tron Evolution.
We have a new mission.
This collection of mini-games is not without its problems, but it's in many ways more enjoyable than its bigger 360 and PS3 brother.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Unlike its more story-driven counterpart, Battle Grids consists of a variety of mini-games based on the original film and arcade game. You'll compete in various of different events, all of which are enjoyable, to become the Game Grid champion. These events include disc battles, light cycle races, light tank skirmishes, light runner events, and hyperballs.
Ridiculous!
The game is pretty light on story and visually cartoony, making it easy to jump into without feeling like you have to heavily invest yourself in the game.
Blaze will stop at nothing to win the Game Grids championship.
If you want to skip the story altogether, you can always go straight to championship mode or grid game mode.
The stage is set for a new champion.
Want to continue your training?
Before you even start your path to the championship, the game offers quite a bit of customization as well. You can choose your sex, change your armor, or modify your hairstyle. You can even purchase better equipment with bits you collect along the way. They're nice touches that give the game a slight advantage over Tron Evolution.
Do your best to keep up.
Now, the game does falter on a couple of fronts. The control schemes are simple enough, but in games like Hyperball, using the Wiimote alone will simply frustrate you with the way the D-pad clunkily controls your character. Do yourself a favor and attach a nunchuck for better control. For a game so cartoony, the game is also deceptively difficult.
Looks like Zeus is just too fast.
Computer opponents will beat you to power-ups and take you down with brutal efficiency. If that's not bad enough, the minigames become fairly repetitive over time. If you're a hardcore fan of Tron, you'll most likely skip this title. If you're looking for something to entertain your family using the Tron world, Battle Grids isn't necessarily a bad choice. It's not something you may play repeatedly, but it's for the most part fun when you do.
It's all up for grabs here in these grid games.
Overall, Tron Evolution Battle Grids gets a 3
Good showing in the grid.
out of 5.
You won't be so lucky next time.